Wilf Kelly was rich in time. After the sudden death of his young mum 30 years ago, he lost his job. He'd swept bottles of wine onto the supermarket floor and stood in its mess, silent and swaying. The store fired him. He never found work again, and never tried. Time became his personal wealth. Now he lived alone and clung to comforting routines, like his metro round. Nobody bothered him except kids on the streets calling him Wurzel, Beetlejuice, or Smelly Kelly. Sometimes they held up phones and filmed him. When he saw their malignant little hands rising, he put his head down and walked away. He had lots of imaginary tormentors who were neighbours going about their business. Daily they looked at him with an expression of pity, tried to speak to him, and said things like, "Are you okay, Wilf?" 2. One of his routines was to take walks in Kensal Green cemetery. He loved its memorials, trees and bushes. His mum had told him 33 species of birds nested there. He picked blackberries each August from a mass of brambles overgrowing a plot of 1910s graves. It was like the unbeating heart of London, where he could be ignored in peace. On one of his regular strolls, his eye was caught by a flash of red among gravestones. The biggest fox he ever saw broke cover. It trotted onto the path and stopped to stare at him. He saw its resentful eyes and the pale fur under its snout radiating into a chest ruffle. As abruptly as it stopped, it lost interest and twirled away into a thicket. Wilf felt mesmerized and had to follow. He crossed a rough patch, skirting graves verge by verge. He imagined his foot being sucked underground. Finally, he steadied himself on a Celtic cross and peered into the trees, trying to penetrate the foliage. It was a big dog fox. Like him, it must live alone. It must go out at night foraging in the streets for fallen kebabs or fried chicken. Wilf entered the thicket, ducking under branches. He saw another flash of red and made his keynote sound, one he often made when he saw people he knew or realized he was being stared at. Humph. The fox's head appeared from behind leaves. Its ears pointed forward, as if Wilf had guessed its name in vulpine language. He said again, "Humph." But that was the end. The animal fled. Wilf heard the swish of leaves as it loped away. But he knew then and there his friend Felicia was right. If he was ever to be normal, he needed a pet.